What's up, guys? My name is Miles.
And my name is Fez.
And this is The Commodity.
And today we're taking a look at the top 10 places to visit in the UK.
This is our second UK video now that we've done. We put the first one out yesterday for us.
Yes.
Correct.
Which would be like 4 or 5 days ago.
Yeah. So it did all right.
It did better than I thought it would.
Yeah,
It was all Aussies that watched
I think
it.
a lot of our viewers found that video were Aussie, which is badass. That's fine.
Yeah,
Completely
that's,
cool.
I don't care who watches it. I just want to entertain people. That's our ultimate goal when it comes down to it. That and also possibly educate us and other viewers that didn't know about this.
And snacks. So, but obviously, you know, we want to branch back out and start doing other countries. So we're staying with more of the Western countries right now. At least from what I know. We did a Filipino video, yes, but...
And Australia is not in the West.
Well, westernized.
It's like literally the complete opposite side of the world.
I know. But yeah, with that being said, if you're from the UK, let us know down in the comments, what part you're from and everything. We'd love to know. Guys, before we hop into this video, if you would, go ahead and give us a thumbs up. It truly helps us out in getting these videos out to more people. Also, if you would, go ahead and click that subscribe button and the bell notification icon. That way you guys can stay informed on our future videos. And if you'd like to help support the channel even more and get an exclusive YouTube short shout out, click that join button down below. Let's hop in.
And we do film multiple videos in one day.
Yeah, no,
if you're from
we usually film twice a week and we try and film 3 to 4 videos at a time. So,
so
when we say
when
we say today we're reacting to, really today, yesterday, day before yesterday, we reacted all of them.
Oh, so. But before we hop into this, let's say a thank you to our sponsor.
Hey, sponsor. We were pretty skeptical when we were first introduced to the bone conduction audio technology, but the Ouya bone conduction waterproof headphones took that skepticism away pretty quickly. These IP68 rated headphones are perfect for people like us that enjoy every second that they can get in the water, but also want to enjoy music as well. Being made of lightweight titanium materials, they are super comfortable and won't cause earaches after long usage like traditional headphones. Not only do they support Bluetooth, but they also have 16 gigabytes of memory to download music onto the headphones themselves. That way you can listen to music underwater without Bluetooth connection issues. If you want to get a pair for yourself or a friend, click our affiliate link below in the description. All right, let's go ahead and hop in.
What's up, guys? My name is Ryan Shirley, and I spent the last few years exploring the United Kingdom, and I want to show you
my favorite
gorgeous places. So here's my UK top 10.
Whoa. Look at that.
Bro.
Just that. It looks like it's etched out perfectly.
Yeah.
Like it was cookie cuttered out.
Cookie cuttered
out.
It's
better than cookie cutted out. I mean, pick your
it looks
improper choice
like it was. It's cookie cut perfect.
It does. It looks like dough with paint on top.
The United Kingdom is made up of the countries of England, Wales, Northern Ireland, and Scotland.
I like Wales.
If you want to go back in time and feel like you're in a fairy tale or a Harry Potter film, the UK is the place for you. It's easy to see why so many myths and legends were born here. It's one of the world's most enchanting places. All right, so for our first location, we're going to go visit possibly the most iconic city in the world, London. I've traveled more to London than any other international destination. I have to say it's my favorite city in the world, and I just keep coming back. Everything from the double-decker buses to the energy of Piccadilly Circus makes the city feel so alive.
So I've heard that they're having a lot of kickback with the Uber and Lyft drivers. This has been a while since I heard that. But when I went and took a taxi, I forget what they call them, black cars or whatever they call them. I don't remember. They know, like I couldn't. So I went to go visit my uncle in Spain. He had to fly out to London because he's got a flat in London as well. And I went to go meet him in London, him and his fiance at the time. They're married now. He's actually a handyman that works at Buckingham Palace now. Like, it's crazy what he does. Like, he was a handyman in Spain, and somehow his fiance, she's from London, and got him there. But anyways, what I'm saying is I showed up. He gave me like a very vague answer of where he lived, or I didn't understand it because it's just a different, they do things differently, I guess. I don't know. But when I got there and I described what the name of it was, because I was an idiot and I didn't like write it down or something, I just didn't remember. the guy was like, "Oh yeah, I can get you there," and he took me straight to it. I was able to find the name on the door and everything, and I was inside. I didn't give him enough information for me to understand what I was trying to say.
Right.
And it blew my mind. So supposedly, and then after that, I talked to somebody about it, and they said that they're like super trained to know everything inside and out about their city.
That's dope.
It was awesome.
Yeah.
There's just so many places to see. You can check out the iconic Big Ben and walk across the ridge to see the Palace of Westminster. There's the Tower Bridge, which is possibly
Gorgeous.
the most
I thought it was
famous bridge in all of
Westminster.
London. You can go see the Stoic Guards at Buckingham
Look at
Palace
this
or
lift.
take a ride on the London Eye. If you haven't already been to London, I'd highly recommend visiting when you can. It's hard to beat the London atmosphere. There's no city like it in the world. Alright, so after exploring London, we're going to make the 2-hour drive over to Stonehenge. Located in Wiltshire, England, lies one of the most famous man-made
go
rock
there.
structures in the world. There's a lot of mystery surrounding Stonehenge, like what was its purpose and how was it made. Archaeologists believe it was
Stonehenge.
constructed back between 3000
It's so
to
dope.
2000 BC. Stonehenge consists of a ring of rocks, each being around 13 feet high and weighing nearly
Aliens.
25 tons each.
So the
It's
answer.
unclear what the exact purpose of Stonehenge was. It's believed that it was used as an astronomical observatory or a religious site. Either way, it sure
Built
makes
by
you stop
aliens.
and think how people thousands of years ago were able to construct this. All right,
People are aliens in this situation.
so after Stonehenge, we're gonna head on over to the Jurassic Coast. While
That
you
is
won't find any
gorgeous.
dinosaurs here, you might find some fossils on the beach. The Jurassic
cool.
Coast is England's
Look at
only
that.
natural World Heritage Site, and it's become popular with its white cliffs and picturesque beaches that are full of fossils formed over 65 million years ago. One of the most famous spots on the Jurassic Coast is Door. It's this limestone arch that goes straight into the ocean. There's a great beach there, and I just can't think of a better place
That'd
to
be fun to
spend
rock
during
climb.
the hot English summers.
No, it wouldn't.
One of my favorite spots on the Jurassic Coast is Old Harry's Rocks.
There's no great
A
place to
special
go
thanks to
rock
my
climbing.
friend David Rule for providing this footage. He has an awesome Instagram and YouTube that I'll provide in the description below. I remember the first time I saw his picture of this place, and I was just baffled by the scenery there. The Old Harry
That is
Rocks are these sea
gorgeous.
stacks that are made completely out of chalk that mark the end of the Jurassic Coast. In World War II, the stacks
Wait,
were used
marked?
as target practice for pilots. Scenery there. The Old Harry Rocks are these sea stacks that are made completely out of chalk that mark the end of the Jurassic Coast.
Oh,
In World War II,
Sorry,
the
I
stacks were
misunderstood
used
how you
as
said
target
that. I was
practice
like, they
for
like
pilots.
marked it.
So that's kind of crazy. I just love the combination of the green meadows with the white cliffs and the blue ocean. I mean,
So
it's
they
just
probably
hard to beat
destroyed
that
a
scenery.
lot of
Alright,
it.
so after the Jurassic Coast, we're going to head up north to visit the country of Wales. Now, Wales is located in the southwest part of Great Britain. It's famous for its mountainous national parks, picturesque coastline, and distinct Welsh language. One of the most scenic
That is
places in Wales
beautiful.
is the Snowdonia National
It is insane, like how I really. So I want to go to the UK, but I didn't know that like it was this gorgeous. Like when
it's
when I think
stunning.
of UK, I think of London and places.
They get
like
lots
that,
of
but-
water and lots of all the good climate that will keep things nice and like alive.
Right.
Not like
And this guy's
south.
making an amazing video. So guys, if y'all are enjoying this guy's video, after y'all are done watching, I'll throw his link down in the description if you want to go check his channel out.
After you're done watching, he's gonna throw that link.
Yeah, I'll throw it in there after.
Park. It's a region in northwest Wales that is known for its mountains and lakes. The highest
horse
peak in
needs a
Wales, Mount Snowdon, is located in the park with an elevation of 10,085 meters. You can hike on up there, or you can take the Snowdon Mountain Railway to the top. If you're lucky, you might be able to see Ireland across the sea. Alright,
That's
so
cool.
after Wales, we're going to head to the Isle of Man. Now, located in the Irish Sea, right between England and Ireland, lies a rugged island known for its rural landscapes and medieval castles. While
That's
it's technically not part of the
badass.
United Rugged Island known
Right
for
here.
its rural
Pause it.
landscapes and
Wow, look at how like it's like everything is built. You can even tell from a distance, like with that same architecture of like the really old, like medieval-ish looking. I bet you there are walls in this town that are older than this country.
Okay, I understood what you were saying now. Okay.
Like, I mean, it's just like they haven't taken that like this. I mean, I
Right.
guarantee you this is older than our country is.
Right.
You know, but I'm talking about over here, like this part of it. Like,
Yeah.
it's still so old. Like, there's probably so much history. If walls could talk, So stupid.
medieval castles. While it's technically not part of the United Kingdom, it has status of crown dependency, and the UK is responsible for its defense and external relations. The Isle of Man has had an interesting history. Humans have lived on it since 6500 BC, and in the 19th century it was ruled by Norway. But in 1266, the island became part of Scotland, and now it is a self-governing isle. An interesting place on the Isle of Man is Peel Castle. It was constructed by Vikings in the 11th century and just sits right on the ocean.
Well, that answered my question.
Yeah.
So that's like, what, 11th century? So that'd be 10... Wait, how does that work? I don't know that old.
I don't either.
Because a century is... So basically, you start at 0, so that's the first century.
Mm-hmm.
Then 100...
So it was
Second
1100.
Oh, it was 11th century. So it'd be... I'm stupid American.
1100.
Yeah. No, it'd be 1000.
Okay.
It'd be year 1000. That's crazy.
Yeah.
Think about it that way.
1000.
What year is
It's
it?
crazy.
1000?
I mean, it's a pretty cool castle if you ask me. Alright, so after the Isle of Man, we're gonna head across the sea to visit Northern Ireland. Now, Ireland
be-
is full
yeah.
Look
of
at
beautiful
that.
scenery, dramatic coastal cliffs, and countless castles. Back in 1921, Ireland was split into Northern and Southern Ireland as a result of the Government of Ireland Act of 1920. While Southern Ireland became a free Irish state, Northern Ireland
That looks
remained
terrifying.
in the
Yeah.
United Kingdom.
Could you imagine just falling off of that?
Yeah, I just
The
died.
capital of Northern Ireland is the city of Belfast, which is the
Belfast.
birthplace of the Titanic ship. One of the most iconic
yeah.
places
I've
in
heard of
Northern Ireland is the Dark Hedges. It's this road lined with beech trees planted
That's
in the
cool.
18th
Yeah.
century. It was used as a film
That looks like a road that like the Headless Horseman would catch
Oh,
you
you know
on.
what that road looks like? It looks like Forrest Gump's road.
location
Run,
for the Game of
Forrest.
Thrones. On the northern coast, you can check out the Carrick Already Rope
That's
Bridge
cool.
or see the basalt columns at the Giant's Causeway. I mean, there's just so much history and beauty in Ireland, and it just
Wow.
makes me want to go there and explore. Alright, so for our next location, we're going to head to Scotland to visit the Isle of Skye. This is probably
Scotland.
my all-time favorite place in the UK.
Is that him? No
I
way.
just realized
Isle
that there's
of
a
Skye.
human being standing right
him.
there.
How did you get there?
Why did you get there?
This
I
is
could
probably
only-
this
my
shot.
all-time favorite place in the UK. You literally feel like you're in a fairy tale when you visit there. I was lucky enough to go to the Isle of Skye last summer, and it's about a 5-hour drive from Edinburgh. One of the most impressive places in the Isle of Skye is the
You
Old
said it
Manor
right.
Store. It's one of my
Edinburgh.
all-time favorite rock formations. I felt like I was on the set of Game of Thrones when I was there. Now, to get to the Old Manor Store, it's about a 4-kilometer hike. You walk
So my mom is like, I want to say like 40% Scottish.
Scottish.
Yeah, she's I can't do Scottish. She's Scottish, and so I like try to get to know a lot of stuff about Scotland and stuff. In fact, her last name is, her maiden name is Gray, and then her mom's maiden name is King.
Mm-hmm.
And when we did the DNA test, it was literally just white places. My mom is hillbilly white, and it's just hilarious. And I was like, "So you from anywhere unique?" Like 1% of like Eastern Africa, that 1%
Right.
that everybody has, but the rest of it was literally like the British Isles, and you're just like, of course it is. But no, then I started learning about it, and everybody calls Edinburgh.
Mm-hmm.
But Americans, anyways.
Right.
Maybe just foreigners in general, but I learned that it's Edinburgh. And so when I hear him say it, I was like, hey, he said it right.
All right.
That's like my one bit of knowledge I have for that part of the world.
Walk through some conservation gates and you'll reach the famous rock pinnacles. I went for sunrise and sunset, and both occasions were breathtaking.
is gorgeous.
When I
That
was
is
there,
so
there was
cool.
just like crows flying around the rock, and there were some sheep running around. I mean, it was just a magical place. So the legend of the Old Manor Store is supposedly a giant lived there a long time ago, and when he was buried, his thumb was left sticking out of the ground. When you go there, it's easy to see why it's one of the world's most iconic rock formations. It's one of my all-time favorite places, and I recommend everyone to see
Oddly
it
shaped
once in their
thumb.
life. Just a few minutes away from the Old
Been
Manor
beat
Store,
up a
there
little
is
bit
a
over the
breathtaking
years.
waterfall called Meout Falls that cascades
That's
down to the
dope.
ocean. There's a nice viewpoint where you can look at the waterfall. The surrounding sea cliffs in
It's going backwards.
the area are also
No,
stunning.
it is.
One of the most famous is Kilt Rock, which are right by Meout Falls. I mean, it's just such a cool area.
Wow.
There aren't many waterfalls that fall straight into the ocean. If you're looking to find some ferries, you may want to check out the ferry pools. There are these picturesque blue pools that lie at the base of the black colons. When I was there were so many midges. I didn't dare get close to water, so make sure you bring some bug spray. If you want to do a beautiful hike, I'd also recommend visiting the Korang. It's one of the most beautiful areas in the Isle of Skye. You feel like you're walking on a giant golf course. I found this crazy vantage point to get a good 360 view of the whole area. Alright, so after the Isle of Skye, we're going to head over to the nearby Untitled Castle. If you're driving to the Isle of Skye, you will drive right by this. It's one of my favorite castles in the UK, situated on a small tidal island at the point where the three great sea locks meet. The castle was built in the 13th century. I'm so mad at myself. I didn't visit the castle when I was there. I wasn't able to.
I would love to purchase that and just live in it.
Bro, do you realize how bad that would be? You know there's no running water in there, right?
I'll get it renovated.
I was going to say, because that, I used to have that idea, like, you know how awesome
and
it would
everybody be like, fuck this guy for messing up our history.
Yeah. No, but like, if you think about it, the way that they lived in those days, it was miserable. I mean, they put like coal in your bed to warm your feet. What are the odds of survival on that? Like, there's a statistic that you will die from that.
I'll get central heating and air.
Well, check it out. That's one of my biggest regrets of what I did.
They said they don't need it.
Doesn't even get it.
Mistake I made. All right, so
I bet you it's
after
cool
Castle,
there.
we're gonna head over to one of Scotland's most iconic locations.
That's dope.
The Glenfinnan Viaduct. It's located at the top of Loch Shiel in the West Highlands of Scotland. It was completed around 1898. This may look familiar because it was featured in the Harry Potter films. When I was there, I wanted to get close to the bridge, so I walked underneath it. I was just shook by how big it actually was. After I hiked to the top to get a good vantage point so I could see the famous train go across the viaduct. Just really reminds you of those Harry Potter movies.
Yeah, it is.
Alright, so after Glenfinnan, we're going to head over to Edinburgh. Now, if you want to go back in time, Edinburgh is a must. It's where J.K. Rowling wrote her Harry Potter novels. When I started traveling, this was one of the first cities I visited. It's a medieval old town with
So I'm guessing that there's a lot, like just what they showed. He looked like somebody from Harry Potter. No?
Mm-hmm.
So, are y'all sick? If you live in Edinburgh or any of these parts where a lot of the films were done, or any of the history based off of the, just the books are done, is it annoying at this point, or do you like it? Like, I'm sure if you're from, it's just like the stairs from the Joker, the movie.
Mm-hmm.
I heard that the people that live near those stairs are just annoyed by the amount of people that just show up.
Right. Harry Potter is my favorite movie series.
Oh yeah,
and
it's up there in my top 2 or 3 movie series.
Yeah, so I'm
a big MCU person.
I would think that I'm not obviously the biggest fanboy, so there's quite a few people that probably visit there. I would think just because of the
J.K. Rowling's and the whole series, and then of course you also have further south where they did all the stuff for Game of Thrones and all that kind of stuff. And then, so, I mean, this whole area is just stunning. And there's a reason why they film a lot of these movies in these places, because it's just, there's nothing like this in the U.S. that I know of.
Right.
I've never seen anything like that in the U.S. It's absolutely beautiful.
Yeah. Neoclassical buildings, cobblestone streets, and beautiful gardens. The iconic Edinburgh Castle overlooks the city and is home to Scotland's crown jewels. When I was there, I didn't go into the castle because I was being too cheap, but one of my favorite places was Calton Hill. It offers a beautiful view of the whole entire city. While we're still in Edinburgh, we're going to head over to Arthur's Seat. Now, Arthur's Seat is located in Holyrood Park, and it's a short walk from Edinburgh Centre. Arthur's Seat is an extinct volcano with an elevation of 823 feet. When I was there, I wanted to get as high as I could so I could see all of Edinburgh. I made a hike up and I reached the top. It was just so windy when I was there, nearly blew me over. After I hiked to the top, I had a good time just hiking around Holyrood Park and enjoying the views of one of UK's most iconic cities. All right, well, that is it for my
I would like to know what the newest building in Edinburgh is.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like everything's just old, and that's not a bad, and I got a lot of indigestion. And I'm not saying that in a bad way. I'm just curious, like, on just the level of, like, it's just an old town and nothing's wrong with that. It's absolutely beautiful, stunning, and I wouldn't want it to change. Even if
Right.
that's where I lived, I'd be really upset if they decided they wanted to tear something down to update something.
Yeah.
To me, that just takes away everything. That takes away the history. I love history. I'm a huge history buff. And I love, like, whenever I go to, and as much as it's a dark time in American history, going to the areas that I actually grew up in where they have a lot of the, what are they called? Jesus Christ.
That's where you're from, Bubba.
Yeah, true. No, but I mean, like the housing, I can't even think of the term. It's like 10 o'clock here. And
You've got the,
what are they called? The big, giant, beautiful houses with the pillars and everything.
plantation houses.
Plantation homes. That's the
Yeah.
word I'm looking for. Where I grew up, I knew people that lived in plantation homes.
Right.
And a lot of them are historical sites for the Civil War and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But I like I think it's beautiful. I wouldn't want to tear it down for the beauty of it. Now, the statues that we have that have a lot of the Southern Confederate soldiers and leaders and all that, tear those down. We don't need those in our memories. It's like, why don't we just construct a Hitler statue while we're at it? But what I'm saying is, I love the history. I absolutely love the beauty and the architecture and all that kind of stuff. So,
yeah. No, this was a beautiful video, an amazing video. Again, if y'all liked the actual original video itself, I will tag his channel down below because I'm definitely going to check out more of his videos. This was very well put together.
absolutely. With him going to all of them,
Yeah.
good. Kudos, bro.
Yeah.
Huge adventure. I mean,
100%.
just life goals for sure.
Yeah.
But guys, I hope y'all enjoyed this video. If you did, please hit the like button. If you want to see our future videos, hit the subscribe button and the bell notification. And if you want to support us directly, hit that join button. And with that being said,
My name's Miles.
and my name is Fez.
Thanks for watching, guys.
Peace.
Out.